Hello from sunny Sydney. I arrived in Sydney about 4 or 5 days ago. We've been staying with a friend of mine that I met about 13 years ago when I worked in France, and she was shocked to hear that 6 months ago I'd had a hair transplant. She couldn't see that I'd had a transplant done, which was good, but she also hadn't seen how much I'd receded over the years. I haven't seen her since 2009, so about 8 years ago was the last time I properly saw her. And her partner, who is balding, was very interested in the process, so we talked through that. And other than that, I've just been enjoying this as the view from their balcony. We've been staying in Manly, which is just north of Sydney City. If you look out over there, you should be able to see the city in the distance. And so each day we take a ferry across, and we've been enjoying the sights of Australia. Yesterday we went on an Aboriginal heritage tour, and it was really fascinating to see the types of trees and plants and herbs that they use in cooking and for medicine as well. And one thing that I found quite interesting that I thought I would talk about briefly is that Terry, the guide, was talking about how they cook emus and how they hunt them with boomerangs, and they take off their head, take off their feet, and bury them underneath their fire and cook them for about 40 hours underneath the earth. And the meat is apparently a red meat. It's very lean, but there's quite a lot of fat on an emu. And what they do is boil that down, and it separates the emu oil, and they use that emu oil for all sorts of different things. One of the things they said it was good for is skin, so they use it to rub into their skin. But the other thing that he said he did was when he was 13 years old, he went to one of the elders, one of his uncles, and said that his hair was very thin, and his uncle suggested that he use emu oil on his head, on his scalp, to thicken the hair. And he then made a joke about how now he's balding as an older man, he should be using emu oil in his hair. So I have gone out and I have bought 100% emu oil, and here it is. I am going to start rubbing some of this into my scalp, and I will keep you posted. Here we go. It looks just like soap, I guess. And I will rub this in to the front of my head, and I'm gonna see, ooh, oh, it stinks. It smells like, I don't know, almost like as if you'd put flour and water together. That's the kind of texture, and also the kind of smell. It doesn't have a distinctive smell, it's a bit of a sort of earthy smell. And I'm going to rub this into my head. He said it took about 3 or 4 months to thicken up, and I'm hoping that if I do the same, then maybe I won't need to take any medication to keep my hair thicker. So I'll let you know how that goes. Enjoy.